Do you want to know how to make the traditional Maharashtrian style Puran Poli? Then watch this video. Hey everyone, welcome to Babs Projects. Today I'm going to show you how to make Puran Poli. Puran Poli is a sweet lentil flatbread that is made during special occasions like festivals and family events in India. In many of the Maharashtrian households, Puran Poli is specially made during the festival of Holi. And since Holi is coming up soon, I wanted to show you this recipe. I'm super excited to show you how to make Puran Poli. So let's get started. So for the first step, I'm going to make the stuffing. The stuffing is known as Puran in Marathi. For this we need channa dal. This is channa dal, which is split baby chickpeas. I soak this dal overnight, but if you want to make it and if you don't have time, you can soak it for 4-5 hours also. I have to cook this chana dal, so for that I'm going to use a pressure cooker. I'm first going to add this dal into the cooker. Next I'm going to add some water. Some turmeric for color. Just mix them. Close the lid. Switch it on. And this I'm going to cook for around 7 to 10 minutes or until you hear around 2 whistles. If you want to use Instapot, you can use Instapot also. So let's see how the dal is cooked. This dal is cooked really well. Let me see. You can see it. It's completely cooked and it's fine. And now I'm going to strain this dal. We have to strain this liquid from the dal, so I'm going to strain that now. Don't throw away this liquid. You can use this liquid to you can use this liquid as a stock in soups or to make katachi amti later on. And now I'll set aside this dal to cool for some time. The consistency of this puran is too thin. We have to thicken it if we have to use it as a stuffing. So I'm going to add it to this pan and begin the process of thickening this dal paste or puran. To this I'm going to add jaggery. And next I'm going to add some cardamom powder. Little bit. I'll add a little bit now and then I'll add some later. I'm going to cook this on a low to medium flame and that will help it thicken. And while thickening, I'll try to mix this jaggery and this chana dal paste. As the jaggery melts, you will see that the paste has become more liquid and more thin. Don't worry about it, it's fine, because as you cook this puran more, it'll slowly start to thicken up. And you have to be patient because this will take at least 10 to 12 minutes. And you have to keep stirring it. You can see it is starting to thicken up. You can see the paste has thickened up. Now I can remove this from the flame. Let me switch it off. And then I'll leave it aside for like at least an hour to cool down. This will continue to thicken up. This is still not the right consistency, but this will continue to cook, and then while it's cooling, it'll thicken up. So the puran is done, and while it is cooling down, I'm going to make the poli. The poli is flatbread. or roti or chapati in which this puran is going to be stuffed. So if you join me, I'll show you how to make the poli. To make poli, I have some whole wheat flour over here. To this, I'm going to add a pinch of salt. And I'm going to gradually add water, and I'm going to make a dough out of it. Now for measurement, all of these measurements of these ingredients, it'll be up on my blog. I am going to post the link in the description below, so make sure to check it out. Make a medium soft dough. I'm going to add a little bit of oil to bring it all together. This dough is done now. Cover it with a wet tissue and let it stay for 20 to 30 minutes. Now that I've finished making both the puran and the poli, it's time to put them both together. So let's do it. Before I start, I wanted to show you how the final puran looks like. You can see how nice and thick it has become. You need it to be this consistency. If it is too thin or too wet, you won't be able to stuff it into the dough and make a poli out of it. So this is the right consistency. So now I'm going to grab a little bit of dough, roll it around in my hand, dunk it in some flour, and then roll it out. I'm going to roll it to around 5 to 6 inches in diameter, and next I'm going to grab a handful of puran and place it in the center. I'm going to grab the edges of the poli, just like you would do when you're making a dumpling. Bring it all to the center. Cup this now in your hand, palm, twist off the excess dough from the top. Flatten it carefully. Again, dunk it in some flour and start rolling it. Don't put too much pressure while rolling, and try to roll around the edges first. This is it. This is the size that I like. People make it thinner and bigger, but this is what I like. Now I'm going to add the puran poli on a tawa. You can use a skillet or you can use a non-stick frying pan to do this. Once you see it bubbling on one side, turn it. Apply some ghee. Turn it again. Apply ghee on this side as well, and apply it liberally. The more ghee you apply, the better puran poli will taste. At least that is my opinion. Flip it again. Reduce the heat a bit. One more time and it's done. Let me switch off the heat. Place it on a plate and here it is. I finished making all of the Puran Polis, and with this recipe you can make around 6 to 8 Polis. And the way you eat it is, I personally like to drizzle some more ghee over the top of it and then eat it as is. But some people like to dip it in katachi amti or with some batata bhaji on the side or some other bhaji and eat it like that. If the recipe for katachi bhaji, katachi amti, I'll have it in the next video. So make sure you look out for that. And also the exact ingredients, I will put them up on my blog, and the link for the blog I will put in the description below. So make sure to check it out. Another thing I want to remind all of you is, if you like this recipe, make sure to comment below, and I love to hear it. I love hearing from you. Like and subscribe to my channel. That way I can bring more recipes to you. So until next time, goodbye.